T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
T&D Sports Video presents the Orland and Cohen High School Basketball Game of the Week. Today it's Sacred Heart against St. Mary's. Hi everyone and welcome to Farmingdale State College here in Farmingdale for our second girls semifinal. Mike Trezza on hand along with the coach, Mike Gadone. And Mike, very entertaining first semifinal. Now we've got Sacred Heart, the number 4 seed, taking on the top dogs in this division, St. Mary's, who ran right through this division undefeated this year. First, let's talk about Sacred Heart.
Well, for Sacred Heart to come out today, you have to believe you have a chance, and you've come this far, and they're led by many players, but we're going to talk about Annie Kiernan first. Number 20, she's a forward, averaging 17 a game, 7 rebounds. Just a great all-around player. Had an excellent playoffs last year. Has been in these big spots, so expecting a good game out of her and to lead the team. And really, if they have a shot of staying close today, it's with her.
And for St. Mary's, as I mentioned, 14-0 in league play this year, 21-4 overall. This is a team that's fast, athletic, they shoot, they rebound the ball, and they're going to look to run you off the court early in this game.
It's a tough matchup for anybody, but especially on this big court. And you know, there's a lot of gravitas that comes with being the number 1 seed, and they've earned it this year.
And for St. Mary's, the engine that makes this team go is number 11, Taryn Barbeau.
A do-everything guard. Can do when you hear that phrase, that's what that means. Can run, can shoot, can defend. Has a tremendous motor. This is a player who, you know, is a big-time player on a big-time team, and generally those players step to the forefront.
Taryn Barbeau headed to College of Charleston next year along with her sister. They'll both be playing college ball in Charleston. You see her right there on your screen.
Always nice to have a couple of Division I prospects on your team.
Yeah, she's averaging 21 points a game, close to 11 rebounds per contest. We're going to step away, be back with the opening tip right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Just about set for the opening tip-off from here at Farmingdale State College. Mike Trezza, Mike Gadone on hand to bring you all the action of today's second semifinal. Sacred Heart, the number 4 seed. Mike, They're being introduced right now. They'll start with 3 in the backcourt. Haley Elwood, Mary Kate Sussman, Emma Frome. Up front, it's the 2 big girls, Annie Kiernan, who we spotlighted, and also up front is their captain, number 21, Lauren Marquardt. They are coached by Bob Speck. For St. Mary's, coached by Kevin White. They'll start with Tara Murray in the backcourt, along with Taryn Barbeau and Kayla Solomon, the freshman. Up front, it's Kayla Williams and Tiana Thompson.
Sacred Heart has to hope that the slight size advantage that they have off the bat here helps them out to keep the game going and close.
Costellillo, Ralph Fornolis, and Reggie Fowler are 3 officials working this game. St. Mary's, as I mentioned, 21-4 on the season. You see Coach White right there getting his team hyped up, but this team needs no hype, Mike. They were 14-0 in league play this year.
That's for sure. Anytime you have a league season where you can run the table, when it gets to playoff time, that advantage is certainly huge and without question.
Taryn Barbeau's twin sister, Taylor, usually starts. She's been a little bit hurt with a shoulder injury, so she may come off the bench sometime in this game. It's going to be Emma Frome who's going to jump it up against Tara Barbeau. St. Mary's in the white will move left to right here in the first. We are underway. It's Annie Kiernan who comes away with it.
St. Mary's opens up, man-to-man.
Elwood on the drive, banks it in.
Good start right there. Attack the basket, get a quick 2.
It's brought up by Tiana Thompson, the point guard. Gets it outside to Solomon. Thompson, left wing 3 is way off the mark. Sails out of bounds. Sacred Heart takes over.
Full court pressure now for St. Mary's.
Lauren Marquardt gets it in to Elwood. Elwood chased up the floor. Outside Kiernan, right wing 3 off the mark. St. Mary's ball.
Looking for a quick score and transition before St. Mary's could set up. Unfortunately, just a little off the mark.
2-0 Sacred Heart. 7 minutes to go in the first. Second semifinal. Winner to Hofstra on Tuesday to take on St. Anthony's. Outside, there's a shot off the glass. That's off the mark. Comes from Tara Murray. Kiernan for 2. Left wing, in and out, bounces around, and goes back over to the Gales.
Not the offensive start that St. Mary's was looking for. But they're so capable and fast at getting back on D.
Taryn Barbeau underneath, they double her, they get it out of her hands. And we've got a call. St. Mary's stepped on the line. Now St. Mary's with a little pressure in the backcourt. Ball's poked away from behind from Elwood.
Sacred Heart able to break pressure here early, which is a huge advantage.
Emma Frome will inbound right in front of us. Gets it into Marquardt. Gets it back from her. They try to feed the post, and she's tied up by Tara Murray, and the ball's going to go over to St. Mary's on the possession arrow.
Sacred Heart trying to run a little motion offense there. Great double by St. Mary's.
Thompson, the point guard, just a freshman. She's at the right wing. Karen Barbeau, left wing. Solomon loves to shoot. She drives the paint and puts it in.
Strong floater, middle drive. Quickly get up, looking for a steal.
Kayla Solomon, another freshman. Kiernan's ahead of the pack. She banks it home.
It's a great side for Sacred Heart to be able to get out in transition and score and break the pressure easily.
Spartans up 4-2 over the Gales. Barbeau in the paint, tries to put it up. Marquardt turns her away.
Big help right there.
Shot off the glass from Elwood goes.
Sacred Heart certainly not looking intimidated here 3 minutes into the game with a 6-2 lead.
Solomon to Barbeau outside. Now it's Williams. Murray straight ahead three. Oh yeah!
Big time shot. Set the feet straight on.
6-5. Sacred Heart still up. 4.5 left in the first. Kiernan gets it ahead to Sussman. Shots off the glass, it won't go. And it's going to stay with Sacred Heart.
Perfect form right there. Hung it up straight on, just like an extended free throw.
Kiernan just inside the arc. Shot's no good. Sussman, offensive board. Back the other way. Quickly.
Taylor Barbeau checked in while we were on the replay, and you can see an immediate pickup in speed.
Taylor at the line. Rolls the first one in.
Leave Kaz alone. Kaz, don't listen to him.
St. Mary's ties it at 6-6. 4 minutes left in the first. Second one goes in, and Mary's has their first lead of the game. Elwood. They pressure her, but she outruns it. Kiernan has it poked away, but Sacred Heart will keep.
Sacred Heart will take that. When they're able to break pressure, keep control of the ball, even if it goes out of bounds, they're happy.
Up top, straight ahead three from Elwood. She bounces it in.
St. Mary's went 2-3 zone out of bounds. Sacred Heart was able to catch.
Here's Solomon. Right wing three won't go, and Marquardt rips it down.
That was almost a 4 from that spot.
Thrown on the drive, round the rim, won't drop in, and Taylor is back the other way. Straight ahead, Taryn Barbeau, that shot's no good. Once again, Marquardt rebounds.
St. Mary's looking for the quick shots, quick threes. Sacred Heart content to bring it across, run some offense.
Elwood. Trying to get it to Sussman, the ball's knocked away. St. Mary's on the run. Solomon in the paint, floats it up, floats it in.
Another strong finish right there, taking the hoop. Sacred Heart having a tough time getting back and being able to stop that drive.
Kiernan, they try to trap her. She gets it across to Elwood. Elwood almost loses it, tries to get it inside to Marquardt, and St. Mary's takes over.
Let's see St. Mary's pushing in transition. Euro step move. Very tough to defend that move.
Scarlett Cubero is into the game for the first time for St. Mary's. Taylor over to Taryn, who banks it in.
Little sisterly love here in Farmingdale. Put St. Mary's up by 2.
Try to inbound it to Elwood. It's knocked away from her by Taylor.
It's over here, Scarlett. It looks like a 2. Hold it. Maybe go back to the other one.
Good strong drive. Draws the help. And the assist.
Taylor Barbeau, more the facilitator. Here's a steal by Taryn Barbeau, and she draws the contact.
St. Mary's with one of the more aggressive full court Ds you'll see on this level. Even if you're successful in getting the ball in, so difficult to get it over.
Marquardt picks up the foul. Taryn Barbeau at the line for 2 shots. First one's in.
She's on the board.
Mary's off to a slow start, but now up by 3. Just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. Again, they turn up the heat defensively. They get it to safety to Elwood. Elwood races it up the floor to Frone. Stops, pops, shot's no good. They get it back. Here's Kiernan. Her shot won't go. It's Taylor Barbeau back the other way to Cubero. Now inside to Taryn, lefty layup.
Great transition offense. You're going to see it here again. Just run the floor, attack the middle, finish. Timeout by Sacred Heart.
We're going to step away and be back with more right after this. St. Mary's up by 6.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
There you get a good look at Taryn Barbeau. As I said, headed to College of Charleston to play hoops next year along with her sister. Both of them will make the trip down south at a Floral Park. 21 a game, Mike. Almost 11 boards a game. They get it into Frone. Now it's Elwood. Stops at the elbow, gives it up Sussman. Try to get it inside to Kiernan, and Taryn Barbeau knocks it away.
Good idea, just too strong in the defense.
Taylor stops in the lane and drops it in.
Big time drive, stops on a dime and is able to hit the floater. That's almost impossible to defend.
Another steal by St. Mary's. Taryn Barbeau can't hit the easy shot, but Marquardt pulls it down. It's going to stay with Sacred Heart. First sub of the game for Sacred Heart as Colleen Feet comes into the game, number 22. We saw her older sister in the semifinal game we did last year. Sussman, right wing 3, no good. Feet gets the board and gets tied up.
Mike, if Sacred Heart's going to stay close in this game, they have to hit those wide open threes, those transition buckets.
Elwood to Sussman, tries to get it inside, it's knocked away, regained by Frone. She can't hit the shot, battle for it underneath. Frone again can't hit, back the other way St. Mary's. Ahead of the pack is Solomon. She saves underneath, and it's put in. Scarlett Kubera.
So fast, literally 2 to 3 seconds down the court.
15 seconds left in the first. St. Mary's up by 10. And continuing to press. Elwood. Elwood turns it over. 6 seconds left in the quarter.
When you have pressure like that up and down the floor, even the best players were going to succumb to that and double dribble occasionally, throw the ball out.
Mary's is going to try to get a final shot up. Here's Barbeau. She's short on the shot. That's the end of the first. St. Mary's leads by 10. Will step away.
You see here, even with Sacred Heart sprinting back on defense, they had 3 players across. Impossible to stop that kind of break.
We're back with more right after this quick break.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Back live into the Sacred Heart huddle. Coach Speck telling them, just come to the ball, play under control. Doesn't need a coaching board here. It's more about just keeping your wits about you, playing at their pace when they can. I'm sure when they come across half court, they want to try to take a little air out of the ball, Mike. The slower pace is going to favor them. But that, as we have said before already in this game, easier said than done.
Coach Speck told us during the week that he thinks rebounding will be the key to keeping his team in the game.
Well, it's a great point because he does have some size, but you have to limit one shot here from St. Mary's, and you have to really crash the boards.
Solomon, deep three, she's short on it. Offensive board. Again, it's knocked around, and finally Kiernan pulls it down.
There's your rebounding. Now we got to push and get it over.
Haley Elwood.
Elwood has 7 of the team's 9 points, Mike.
Kiernan puts it up, front rims it. Taylor Barbeau has it knocked away, but they recover with Kubero.
One more. The other way.
Shot from the right corner is no good. Solomon offensive board.
Sacred Heart had good position, but got outworked.
Open from the right corner. Shots in and out. Knocked around underneath. Goes to Sacred Heart.
Even on the miss, good ball movement there. Made Sacred Heart have to pull
Taylor, you're up.
strong D
Taylor.
all the way through the shot clock.
Get in front, Sky.
Now the reward is trying to beat this press.
A near steal on the baseline, but Sacred Heart's going to get another chance to get that inbound pass right.
Scarlett, don't get me long. Scarlett, don't get me long.
They try to get it in to Elwood. It ball's knocked away, but Sacred Heart's going to keep.
Inching their way up the court here. Good pass using the size advantage.
Kiernan is open, and she drains it.
Fantastic look and find. Use your size when you have shooting on that height as well. That's a big time advantage.
Taryn Barbeau looking inside. Gets it to Taylor. She's in the paint. Ball's knocked away. Solomon, she drives the lane. Knocked around again underneath, and finally Sussman recovers. Here's Kiernan. She's got help up front. She stops, pops, it drops.
Big time conversion out of transition. St. Mary's struggling a little bit here to open the quarter on half-court offense.
Sacred Heart right back in as they trail by 5. 6 minutes left in the first half. Nice shot, that goes.
Fantastic floater. Attacking the middle seems to be their calling card today, trying to spread out the taller Sacred Heart team and attack. You see here on the video, comes off the screen. Little stutter step, almost literally from the foul line.
Again, St. Mary's presses the issue. Elwood, good foot speed, she breaks the press. Frone looking inside to Elwood. She dribbles the baseline. Outside to Theek. Shots around the rim, won't drop in. Kiernan puts it back in and gets the foul.
Just pure effort and work right there. Had a smaller girl on it from behind. Was able to grab and finish. We're going to go to the replay here. Despite the box out, gets it, composes herself, and finishes. Looking now for the conventional three-point play.
Kiernan, as we know, Mike, great from the line. And she gets that one in, nothing but net.
Smooth as silk. Sacred Heart coming out strong here.
Down by just 4, little over 5 minutes left in the second quarter. From here at Farmingdale State College, Mike Trezor, Mike Gadone. On hand all day to bring you all the action. Taryn Barbeau. Barbeau looked like she had it on her hip for a second, Mike.
She did. A lot of hands in there with Sacred Heart, you know, opening this quarter on an 8-2 run, getting the ball into the hands of your star. Strong left-handed drive. Little bump there at the end, almost finished.
Barbeau blew past Thief. Can't get the first free throw down. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. St. Mary's up by 4.
Such a coach's dream to have ball handlers who can attack the basket from so far out.
The Barbeau sisters can do that as Mary's now leads by 5. Oh, Frone took her eye off the ball and turned it over.
Mary switched up from the full court man press, went a little diamond there. You could see Sacred Heart got flustered. I think they were surprised they had so much space.
Solomon looking inside, gives it up to Tiana Thompson, who's now in. Murray, left wing 3, off the front of the rim, and rebounded by Kiernan. Kiernan to Marquardt. Marquardt is fouled on her way to the rim.
Great cross-court look there, brought the ball up the right side. As soon as the pressure comes, didn't even need to reverse it through the top, just skipped it across.
Kiernan, quick shot. She's short on it, and it's going to go back over to the Gals.
Good executed play, just rushed the shot.
Taylor Barbeau did not start, but entered the game really quickly in the first quarter. Solomon, the freshman, to Taylor Barbeau. Back to Solomon, open for 3. She buries it.
Big hit. Dribble drive penetration. Throw the ball out to your open shooter. Had plenty of time and nailed it.
Nicely designed play.
Zone pressure again.
Thiek. They get it inside to Kiernan. Kiernan has it partially blocked, gets it back. Trying to find Frone. Frone stepped out of bounds. St. Mary's ball.
You can see Sacred Heart trying to attack in close to the basket. St. Mary's collapsed on them. And by the time they were able to at least try to get the ball at the sideline, no space.
Murray is open for the right wing. Shot's no good. Kiernan battling for the rebound against Taryn Barbeau.
I'd love to know, Mike, in these two games, how many three-point attempts have been behind the college line? it's definitely a challenge here to be able to come into a gym that has all these lines and shoot, because just as a shooter, you're thinking that last line is where I got to be from. So many deep threes here.
Really good point, Mike, especially we see the floor, and that part of the floor, it's dark, wood. Thiek puts it up. Shot's no good. Taryn Barbeau, they poke it away from her. Thiek to Frone. Lefty layup, won't go. Knocked around underneath, and Elwood comes away with it. She turns it over.
From my vantage point, hard to see, but Reggie Fowler, one of our officials today, ran on top of it.
Sussman is back in for Sacred Heart. Thiek will take a seat. 3 minutes left in the second. St. Mary's by 8. Looking to open it up to a double-digit lead.
Sacred Heart going zone now.
Taryn Barbeau dishes off in the lane, gets it back. Dishes outside to her sister. Now it's Murray for 3. Bounces around the rim, and Kiernan with another tough board.
Without Kiernan on the boards, there's no way that Sacred Heart is even in this game right now.
Kiernan. Shot's no good. And it's Tiana Thompson who boards. Taylor Barbeau. Solomon took her eye off it and turned it over.
I'll tell you, Mike, as a coach and someone who watches a lot of high school basketball, especially on the girls' end, you're not going to see a better boxing out fundamental team than St. Mary's. Even though they're playing a taller team and have some smaller guards on, they're in perfect position constantly.
Nice look inside for Kiernan. She can't get it in.
Asking for the foul, but no dice.
St. Mary's bounces it in. Taylor Clayton.
Big swing right there.
Thrown to Elwood for 3. She nails it.
Elwood coming from behind as the trailer catches it, spots up, gets it back to a 7-point lead now.
27-20. Mary's on top. A minute and a half left in the half. Taylor Barbeau dribbles out high. Ball's poked away by Frone. 5 seconds to shoot. They put up a shot in the lane, no good. They get it back. Barbeau is in and out, and it's rebounded by Thompson. Big offensive board, approaching the 1 minute mark. Murray drives, and she draws the foul.
When you're as good a shooter as she is, even though she's missed some shots, little up fake, Mike. They ran out her strong drive to the middle. See if she can find her stroke here on the free-point line. On the free throw line, I'm sorry. I keep saying 3-point. That's all we've seen all day.
Tara Murray at the line for 2, 5'10" senior at a Deer Park. First one's good. Can't get the second one down. Rebounded by Sacred Heart, and we've got a foul going on St. Mary's.
Mary's
Murray
back.
commits the foul.
Sorry, Mike, didn't mean to step under there. Mary's back to man-to-man pressure.
Elwood. They try to get it inside to Kieran, and once again, it's poked away. Barbeau to Barbeau off the glass and in.
Like a layup drill you see in practice. Just run the floor, find each other. They could have done it with their eyes closed.
Here's a near steal.
Right in front of us here, a lot of contact, but both teams not backing down. Basically have a chance for one shot here, Mike. See if they can do it. 10-second violation. That's that pressure, boy, when you keep it on. Ball goes out of bounds. Sometimes you just lose. You lose focus
Solomon
of how much time is
getting
left.
ready to check back in.
Gotta go to the X. Hey,
They'll let her in. She replaces Thompson.
only one. Hey,
Solomon, just a freshman, but she's been a sensation this year. Had some big games. Down to 15 seconds left.
Coach White asking for a high ball screen here with 10 seconds to go.
Taylor Barbeau frees up Solomon. Left wing, yes!
When you have someone who can screen, slip the screen, and then hit the three, that's dangerous business. So you see here that the call was the high ball screen. They ducked underneath it, give it back. Look at that. I mean, that's from 30 right there. That's a high.
Solomon loves to shoot, according to her coach. We're going to step away, and we'll be back with some halftime coverage. You're watching the T&D Sports Video Game of the Week, brought to you by Orland and Cohen.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin. Breaking tackles. 20 to 10. Forget it. Phillips down the left sideline. In for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
This broadcast is sponsored by Winter Brothers Waste Systems, proudly serving Smithtown and all of Long Island. Their services are reliable and affordable. For help with your next cleanup or construction project, go online and order a dumpster at winterbrothers.com.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is
And Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin. Breaking tackles. 20 to 10. Forget it. Phillips down the left sideline. In for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? we've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it. Phillips down the left sideline, in for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Welcome back to Farmingdale State College, our second girls semifinal. St. Mary's up over Sacred Heart, 33-20 at halftime. Mike Trezza, along with the coach, Locust Valley girls coach Mike Gadone. And Mike, let's take a look at some of the leaders at halftime.
Well, for Sacred Heart, Mike, it's been the story of two players, Elwood and Kiernan, both with 10 points each. And then with St. Mary's, Solomon, their shooting guard, has 10. Tara Bobo with 9. They were 3 for 3 and three-pointers in the first half. No problem. And, that's kind of the story. Even though it's a 13-point lead here, Mike, I'm very impressed with Sacred Heart with how they're handling pressure, especially, their guards. Coming out against that kind of pressure, man, zone, back and forth, even getting it over. And then finding people in the half court, that's tough stuff. Because St. Mary's, it seems like when they go to a zone press, it's almost like that's when they rest.
Right.
And that I'll tell you, if I could have that for my team as my press, I'd take it any day. But the man pressure is just is phenomenal.
But the thing I want to ask you about, I find interesting as the second half starts, is that Sacred Heart needs Kiernan to rebound. She did rebound in the first half, but she's also a really good outside shooter, and they need her on the perimeter, jacking up those threes and those long twos. So what do you, as a coach, do to sort of solve that dilemma?
Well, you have to challenge probably Lauren Marquardt and say, we need you to be a beast in there. Maybe you send some of your taller guards if you can. Switch them up, go a little smaller up front, and you use your big as a guard. You don't want to take that scoring away because that's been there. So it's a tough call. Coaches coach their team the entire year. They know what they can do, the changes they can make, if they can make those adjustments. But if you're taking Kiernan off the three-point line where she's been so solid, or at least getting shots up, to have to go in and rebound, I don't know. It's kind of pick your poison there.
And if you're Coach Speck, What can you do, Mike, to solve this defensive pressure that St. Mary's has been applying all up and down the floor in the first half?
Well, you know what? You use your size, and you saw that earlier in the quarter. Haley Elwood bringing the ball up, was able to get the ball ahead to Kiernan, mid-court or so. Even when they got it over, they were able to get it to her on the free throw line. Just trying to use your size. But that, again, the guards are trying to get past double and triple pressure to be able to do that. And once you do it, maybe you have a second or two left, in the 10 seconds to get it over. As we always say, all these things in theory are good. Mike Tyson used to say, everybody has a plan to fight me until they get punched in the face.
Well, Sacred Heart did get a little bit of that in the first half.
But they took the punch. They took the punch. They're not down 20. They're 13. It was a 9-9 game. And then, they got down a little bit, went on an 8-2 run. Again, you can see Coach Speck here just talking about, positioning. And that's wonderful stuff. That's a coach, and you can see players who are invested in each other, and they're ready to go. They say, hey, listen, I know we're playing the #1 seed, but we're here for a reason. Let's take it to them.
Coach White, and speaking with him during the week, was very effusive in his praise of Coach Bob Speck. Again, one of the real deans here in the Catholic League.
Absolutely, and you see right now the St. Mary's huddle. Not too much direction probably, that they run their pressure. They try to get the ball forward and then take it from there.
D&D Sports Video. Our entire crew will be here all day. Numero uno, Tommy Bruno, Jamie the Genius Burkhart, Dave Camera One Stempel, and also Evan, don't call me Kevin, Laurie. This exclusive broadcast is being brought to you by Arlen & Cohen Sports Medicine, over 15 locations in Suffolk and Nassau. If you've got a physical injury, they've got a specialist for that. Getting ready for the second half to get underway from here at Farmingdale State. Mike Trezza, Mike Gadone on hand.
Little delay waiting for the officials to come out.
St. Mary's will inbound the ball. They're in the white. They will move right to left here in the third. Taryn Barbeau. I should say Taylor Barbeau to Solomon out on the perimeter. She's got Elwood on her. Taryn behind the back, and it's taken away by Elwood.
Great D right there.
Marquardt inside. Now along the baseline. The shot rolls in from Frome.
Well done. Got the ball to the free throw line. Little high-low action using their size. Great start to the quarter.
33-22. Just underway. Second half. Taryn Barbeau to the rim. Left the ball behind. Taylor Barbeau to Taryn. Left corner, up top Murray, straight ahead three, bounces it in.
Sacred Heart worrying about the Barbeau sisters on the side, able to get the ball kicked to the top, and then here comes the pressure once again.
Marquardt looks for help, gets it from Elwood. Elwood down the left sideline, ball's taken away by Solomon. Ahead to Taryn, loses it for the second. Back out to Solomon, can't hit the shot. Kiernan boards.
Got to push now, get the ball across half court, and then get set up. Perfectly done.
Sussman off the glass, too hard. Thrown offensive board, she sticks it back.
That's where the height helps you. Now St. Mary's has to walk the ball up the court. This is the pace that Sacred Heart wants. Even down double digits, you can knock it down, you can pick it apart. Track meet's not going to help you.
Sky Priester getting set to check back in. Murray for three, off the front of the rim. Offensive board, now another. Kayla Williams banks it.
Those downtown threes are not getting much of a bounce off the rim. So the inside rebounding has really been key.
Elwood to Sussman. Shots off the side of the rim. Back the other way is Taylor to Tarrant. We've got to travel.
Quick shot there by Sacred Heart. They were able to get back in defensive transition. No harm done.
Priester, as I mentioned, checks back in. She replaces Solomon. Also, Thiek is back in for Sacred Heart.
Great job right there. Reverse the ball through your big.
Sussman has it blocked by Murray. Murray says, get that out of here.
St. Mary's interior defense has been spectacular.
Sky, get up the top, up top.
Perfect timing there.
Murray using all of that 5'10" frame to get that shot out of there. Here's Kiernan, left wing three. She buries it.
Well, we talked about that at the break. Do you keep her outside? What do? You keep her outside.
38-27. Back to a single-digit lead. Williams looks for help. Murray drives the paint, now dishes. Nice look inside from Taylor to Tarrant.
Interesting, though, Coach White calling the timeout. Not happy about something, but you can see great drive right here. Help comes over the top.
The Barbeau sisters, it's almost like they've been playing together all their lives.
This is where when people watch basketball, Mike, and they see the coach is getting on somebody right now. St. Mary's has a 13-point lead. They just scored. Coach White obviously not happy with something, probably on the defensive end. Gives him a little bit of a peace of mind, but then positives on the way out.
He told us during the week he wants his team to play fast but under control. He says when they get a little out of control, he's got to take a quick break and get them focused back on the job at hand.
The great Frank Morris, who was a
This time, we'll be back.
just legend in quick-paced basketball, used to say when I worked for him, we want to be quick but not rushed.
That's a great quote. Again, St. Mary's turns up the heat. Thiek draws the foul. I believe that's going to go on Kayla Williams.
Don't worry, we got it for you. Thank you. We're only here to help, guys. You know that. Straight! Watch the backside!
First on Williams, the 5'11" senior out of Queens Village. Sussman, left side.
Ball's dead!
Up top, Thiek. Elwood took her eye off it and lost it, and it's Priester who comes away with it. Elwood's going to get the personal called on her.
Not a real terrible foul, because I'll tell you what, she stopped a fast break. So sometimes that's actually good to give that foul right there.
Mary's threatening to blow this one open. They're up by 13. 4:20 left in the third. Tarrant dishes in the lane. Williams. Murray, right corner three. She nails it.
St. Mary's showing that they can be patient and work the ball on offense and find the open shooter, but still sticking with the D.
16-point lead's the biggest of the game. Thiek gets it up, can't get it in. Kayla Williams rebounds, and she's tied up.
Who's new?
Once again, great ball movement, a little late on the closeout. Nothing but net on the shooting. That's St. Mary's attacking the middle and then working the perimeter.
We're in red!
Elwood open in the paint and just drops it right in.
St. Mary's, a rare defensive faux pas.
Barbeau tries to get it to Priester. St. Mary's keeps the ball.
Hey, get over the top, Emma, for the shooter, this way. Haley, get over the top, Emma. That's not over the top, Emma.
Murray for three, off the rim. Priester collects it. Taylor Barbeau backs up on the dribble. Now to Tarrant. Taryn in the lane. Lefty shot, no good. Knocked around, and Marquardt pulls it down.
Good defensive stop right there.
Solomon, the freshman, getting set to check back in. Elwood drives down to the baseline, loses it, but it was knocked away. She'll keep the ball as Solomon checks back in.
St. Mary's going a little bit smaller now. You probably see the up-tempo push of the basketball.
Elwood tries to get it inside. Again, it's knocked away, and again, the Spartans will keep it.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Need a quick one.
Elwood straight away. No good. Priester with the long rebound. Taryn Barbeau stops, gives it up. Solomon around the perimeter. Here's Murray again. High bounce, it won't drop. Taryn Barbeau sticks it back.
Just plain effort right there. Plain effort going up.
Mary's by 16. I was going to say good ball movement until that one got tipped away.
Well, you can tell Coach Kevin White's done a great job with his St. Mary's team of teaching them, even if the pressure is broken, keep your hands up. Tips and deflections are just as good as an immediate steal.
We've got a timeout on the court. We'll step away and be back with more action right after this. This is the Orland and Cohen Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video Productions.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
This broadcast is sponsored by Winter Brothers Waste Systems, proudly serving Smithtown and all of Long Island. Their services are reliable and affordable. For help with your next cleanup or construction project, go online and order a dumpster at winterbrothers.com.
St. Mary's up by 16, approaching the 2-minute-to-play mark in the third. From here at Farmingdale, Mike Trezza, Mike Cadone on hand to bring you all the action. Solomon dribbles out high, behind the back. Tries to get it into the right corner, throws it away.
A little too creative there. Trying to find Murray, who's been hot from three. Sacred Heart, though, only with 3 players who have scored in this game, Mike. They got to try to see if they can distribute a little bit more and get some more people involved.
Murray up top, gives it off to Taylor Barbeau. Solomon left corner, back up to Taylor. Taylor into the paint, puts it up herself, round the rim, won't drop in. Feet pulls it down and throws it away.
Have to control the basketball, can't give it right back like that.
1:20 left in the third. Mary's up by 16. A date with St. Anthony's at Hofstra on the line. Taryn Barbeau can't get the shot to go, but draws the foul.
Both teams doing a great job of using the shot clock to their advantage.
Marquardt has the foul called on her.
St. Mary's is a quick team, but they have, with the lead, have done a great job of running half-court offense, getting the shot clock down under 10, and then going to the basket.
Scarlett Cubero checks back in, another of the fabulous freshmen for Coach White. Barbeau at the line, too strong in the first. gets the second one down. It's opened up to his 17-point lead. Ball's kicked away by Cubero. Into the corner for Murray. Solomon wants to put it up. She does. Can't get it down. Taryn Barbeau rebounds and draws the foul.
You can see Sacred Heart starting to get a little tired here. St. Mary's offensive rebounding has picked up. Free throw shooting, that's how this lead is starting to build.
Kiernan had the foul called on her as Taryn Barbeau is at the line. Good on 2 of 2. Here's a steal by Barbeau, and she gets the timeout, 30-second timeout. Taryn Barbeau, Mike, played a terrific all-around game and continues to do so. We're under a minute to play in the third.
As we take a look at St. Mary's, Coach White wanted to call this timeout to get us set. You see he doesn't use the clipboard much, but right now he's drawing something up. Barbeau, as you mentioned, she's had a big quarter. 7 in the quarter, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. It was a little quiet offensively, even though her points were good in the first half. But now you can see that's what a Division I player does. They find ways to get their game going no matter what goes on. And then at the end, you say, how did she have a quiet 25? And that's how it is.
But unlike what we saw in the first game with Megan Anderson, she's got a little stronger supporting cast.
Yes.
Those other girls have stepped up to the plate. Tara Murray and also Solomon, who loves to shoot the ball according to her coach. Those girls are willing to take on the offense. Here's Taryn.
Well, Coach White, who drew up that play, give that man.
Roan is ahead of the pack, and Solomon comes back and knocks it away from her.
23!
Can I steal this play? I think I'm going to. Boy, that was fantastic stuff.
Come on, Scarlett, hands up, regular. Come now, come on.
Got a foul called in the corner. I believe that's going to go on Tara Murray. Yes, it is. As Taylor Clayton checks into the game.
Taylor, got to play the perimeter. 23! Who's got ball?
Into the corner, Sussman for 3, can't hit. Ball's knocked around and Solomon takes over.
St. Mary's went 2-3 zone there for the first time.
Down to 25 seconds, 5-second differential, game and shot. Inside, Taylor Barbeau. They move it around the perimeter. Now it's Murray for 3. Can't hit it. Marquardt battles for the rebound, comes away with it. Kiernan's ahead of the pack. Lefty layup goes. Murray heaves it at the buzzer, and that's going to do it. At the end of 3, it is St. Mary's 50, Sacred Heart 31. We're back with the 4th right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Incredible pass. Johnson on the other end, and then a goal back for Farmingdale.
He's got to give it up. He does to his brother, who scores.
Spallina to Spallina.
You have Leonetti behind her. Batika fires, and a save by Bowden. Her 4th already.
4th in 7 minutes. And another one!
Oh my, what instincts! And then her
Meaning, score!
Gives it up, McNamara. He rips it and he scores! Fourth quarter now underway from here at Farmingdale. Mike Trezza, Mike Godone. T&D Sports Production Game of the Week. St. Mary's up over Sacred Heart 50-31 as we start the fourth. A trip to Hofstra on the line to take on St. Anthony. Tara Murray for three.
When you give a shooter of that caliber that much time, that's definitely going in. It's her fourth three of the game. She could probably
Kiernan's
have
been doing what she can, Mike, but Taylor Barbeau, I should say Taryn Barbeau,
Yes.
is outclassing her here this afternoon.
Yeah, 15 from Kiernan. Trying to
Kiernan
single-handedly
from
keep them
outside
in.
again.
Can't do it.
Ahead of the pack is Solomon. She rolls it in.
Keep talking. Who's got ball?
55-31.
Good Taylor.
Scramble on the floor, and Sacred Heart is going to keep the ball.
Even up 24, St. Mary's getting dirty on the floor. Strong D. They're in a 2-3, but it's very aggressive.
Stay in regular.
Mark
Watch
Hart,
Mojo, Tara.
the senior captain, Ms. Do It All.
Comes out.
Elwood draws the foul on her way to the hoop. Solomon picks up the foul, her first.
It's a new rule. You got to bounce it. Guys, she shifts her feet. She shifts her feet every time.
Elwood to Frone, tries to drive the baseline. She's cut off. Kiernan for three.
Boy, Kiernan has really stepped up tonight. She is not afraid of the moment.
18 for Annie Kiernan.
Shooting, rebounding, defending. Can't ask for anything more.
Solomon for three. She'll jack it up. She's off the mark. It's pulled down by Sussman. Hands off to Marquardt. And finally, Elwood will bring it up. Drops it off for Sussman. She drives off the glass too hard. Pulled down by Taylor Barbeau.
You can hear St. Mary's yelling trailer. Always looking for the shooter behind the play.
Barbeau looking inside, trying to get it to Taylor Clayton. That ball's knocked away. Sacred Heart takes over.
Under 6 minutes to play here. Sacred Heart down big. Might not have the horses to get back in it, but no give up in this club right now.
Kiernan from the free throw line. 20 for Annie Kiernan.
20 of their 36.
Taylor Barbeau walks it up the floor, gives it off to her sister. Game of catch outside.
Shot
as
clock at 7.
Cubero gets set to get back in. Taryn up with the lefty shot. She scoops it in.
I think the name of that play is Sisters, just play with the ball for a little bit and then one of you take it to the basket.
Taylor more the facilitator. Taryn more the scorer. Elwood for three. Around the rim, won't drop in. Solomon back the other way. Taylor tries to get it to Taryn. She leaves the ball behind. Another near steal. And now a steal. Taylor Clayton to Murray. Dribbles down to the baseline. Now back to her right. Approaching the 4-minute mark in the fourth.
15 on the clock. Probably going to take it down here about another 3-4 seconds. 7.
Taryn underneath to Taylor. Off the glass, can't hit. Marquardt gets fouled.
St. Mary's just content to run the shot clock down. Work some offense. Take a look here. In that last set, just spread it out, attack the middle, go for the quick 2.
We're going to step away for these words. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
There you see Sacred Heart huddle. Coach Bob Speck trying to keep his girls' spirits up. They're down by 21, Mike, midway through this fourth quarter.
Not an easy task, but to get to the semifinals, your team has got to have a never say die attitude. I'm sure Sacred Heart will play to the final buzzer, scrapping, clawing, trying to cut the lead down. Little victories.
More full court pressure. They get it ahead to Elwood. She's got it blocked by Taylor Clayton back the other way. I should say Kayla Williams on the block, and Cubero lays it in.
Well, you got a 23-point lead here with 3 minutes to go. They're pressing. Maybe Coach White is worried there's a 20-pointer in the game today. Is there? Have they put that in? No, I'm just being silly. They're working on their stuff. It's tough on both ends.
Sacred Heart looking to get somebody free. Drive to the hoop. That goes.
Nice drive, young lady. Way to get strong.
Haley Elwood. Here's a drive back the other way by Kayla Williams, and we've got a timeout.
Looks like a substitution timeout here.
Got a full slate, as I mentioned, Mike, of games today. We'll take one more look at that basket from Kayla Williams. Well, we've got 2 boys games coming up. Our man, John Santa Maria, is going to be on the play-by-play, Mike, joined by our buddy Chris Cayozo, who's now in the house. So John and Chris will have the Chaminade game as they take on Trinity. That should be a good one.
If you're a hoops enthusiast, there's no better place to be on Long Island today than here, seeing 4 top-notch basketball games, 8 great teams.
Maggie Miller into the game for Sacred Heart. She gets harassed. So does Marquardt, and Marquardt draws the foul on Kayla Williams. Sky Priester into the game.
Oh, no, 23.
Left corner. Shot from Elwood is no good. Back the other way is St. Mary's. Always looking to break, but wisely this time they pull it back out.
You can see they have some of their younger players in the game now, getting some valuable experience, especially here running some half-court offense.
Right corner 3, that's no good. Feet with the board. They harass her. And we've got a foul called on St. Mary's. Taylor Clayton is going to pick up the person.
St. Mary's is going to stay 2-3 zone probably for the rest of the game here, but still aggressive.
No, the shooter's off. Who's got ball?
2 minutes left in the game. St. Mary's up by 23 over Sacred Heart. They swing it to Kiernan. Left wing three is no good. Miller tries to chase it down, but she steps out of bounds.
Hey!
Always a difficult time in a game like this.
Only one screen.
Under 2 minutes, game's pretty much decided, but you're looking for things as a coach on both sides, hoping to give your seniors one last ride if they're on the losing end.
Ribeiro drives and hits. Got a 30-second timeout just to get a couple players in. Off the bench, it's Kate D'Alessandro into the game for Sacred Heart.
So, Mike, we're looking at a St. Mary's, St. Anthony's matchup. Should be a heck of a game.
Going to be All Saints Day. Shot is in and out. Rebounded by St. Mary's. They'll try to take some air out of the ball. We approach the 1 minute mark left in this game.
Be very interested to see how St. Anthony's game plans for St. Mary's. They had a heck of a plan today and pulling that upset over Our Lady of Mercy.
Shot from the corner, Cubero. That won't go. It's rebounded by Maggie Miller, and Sacred Heart's back the other way. Under a minute to play. Marquardt. Her three won't go. Thrown. Or I should say it's Maggie Miller who's battling.
It's a held ball, possession to St. Mary's. St. Mary's just looking to close it out here.
It's a steal by Marquardt. Down to 20 seconds left in the game. And Sacred Heart is just going to dribble it out. No, Maggie Miller for three. She hits.
Hey, it's Miller time. Nice to see her get on the score sheet today.
I think those corny lines were my job.
Well, you've been slowly but surely putting your stamp on me.
63-41, that's the way it's going to end, folks. St. Mary's moves on to Tuesday night's final, where once again they will meet St. Anthony's. Let's take a quick look, Mike, at the stats, leading scorers for both teams in this game.
Well, if you were Sacred Heart, definitely Kiernan, we talked about her in the pregame, that she would be key to their success, and she certainly was. It's just a shame that she didn't have, enough opportunity and enough help, not for lack of effort, but she finished 19 points. Barbeau for St. Mary's, 20 points. Murray, 12 on 4 threes, doing her job. If we were to also talk about the rebounding, you would certainly say Sacred Heart had a great time of it earlier on, but just kind of lost a little bit of steam. And then St. Mary's in their quickness was what turned the tide later on. And even though they didn't break or have a tremendous amount of fast breaks, Mike, later on, just their half-court offense was run really well.
Sacred Heart was able to hang in for most of the first half, but St. Mary's, their defensive pressure, just too much in this game, Mike, and you saw the result. It was a 20-point-plus victory over Sacred Heart.
Just goes to show you can prepare for defense the best you can. You can see it, you can scout it, but if a team is that good at it, as they've been for year in and year out, there's not much you can do.
That's going to do it from here at Farmingdale State. Our director is Tom Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie Burkhart. Our cameraman, Dave Stempel, Evan Laurie. For everyone here at T&D Sports, including my partner, the coach, Mike Adone. This is Mike Trezza thanking you for watching. We'll have the boys' games for you in just a few minutes.